It was December 24th. Snow fell outside the hospital windows. Big white flakes covered the streets. The city was quiet. Everyone was home with family. But I was here. I worked the night shift. I walked down the long hallway. My shoes made soft sounds. The floor was cold and white. Machines beeped in the rooms. Beep, beep, beep. The sound never stopped. I felt so alone. The ICU was empty tonight. No visitors came. It was Christmas Eve. People wanted to be home. They wanted warm dinners and bright lights. But some people had to stay. Some people had no choice. I turned the corner. I saw a man on the bench. He sat very still. His head was down. He held a paper cup in his hands. Steam did not rise from the cup. The drink was cold. I stopped walking. I looked at him. He wore a dark coat. His hair was messy. His face looked tired. Very tired. "Hello," I said softly. He looked up. His eyes were sad. Dark circles sat under them. He tried to smile, but the smile did not reach his eyes. "Hi," he said. "That cocoa looks cold," I said. He looked at the cup. "Yes." "Thank you," he said. "That would be nice." I went to the break room. I made 2 cups of coffee. Hot steam rose from them. I walked back slowly. I did not want to spill. I sat down next to him. I gave him 1 cup. He took it with both hands. The warmth touched his fingers. "Thank you," he said again. We sat in silence for a moment. The machines beeped nearby. The snow fell outside. The world felt very small. "Do you work here?" he asked. "Yes," I said. "I am a nurse." "It must be hard," he said. "Working on Christmas Eve." I nodded. "It is, but someone has to do it." He drank his coffee. "Yes, someone has to." I wanted to ask his name, but I did not. Sometimes names did not matter. Sometimes you just needed someone to sit with you. "I miss home," I said quietly. He looked at me. "Where is home?" "Far from here," I said. "Small town, quiet streets. My family is there." "Why did you stay?" he asked. "I had to work," I said. "People here need help." He nodded slowly. He understood. "Do you have family?" I asked. His face changed. Pain crossed his eyes. "My mother, she is here." "I should have visited more," he said. His voice was low. "Before she got sick, I was always too busy. I did not know what to say, so I just sat with him. Sometimes silence was enough. We talked for a long time. We did not share names. We did not talk about jobs or money. We just talked about feelings, about being in a hospital during the holidays, about missing people, about regret and hope. The coffee got cold. We made more. The hours passed slowly. "Thank you," he said, "for sitting with me." "You are welcome," I said. I needed this too. Outside, the sky changed color. Black became dark blue. Then pink touched the edges. The sun was coming. He stood up. I should go. I stood too. "Will you be back? Maybe," he said. I do not know. He walked down the hallway. I watched him go. His footsteps faded away. He left the empty cup on the bench. I picked it up. It was still a little warm. I felt something strange in my chest. Something light. Something warm. Like a tiny candle in a dark room. I did not know his name. I did not know where he came from. But for a few hours, I was not alone. And maybe he was not alone either. The snow kept falling outside. Christmas Day was starting. I went back to work. But something had changed. I felt different. I felt a little bit less lonely. 3 days passed. December 27th was a busy day. The holiday was over. People came back to work. The hospital filled with noise again. I worked the afternoon shift. I checked patient charts. I gave medicine. I talked to families. Everything felt normal. Then the alarm rang. Emergency. ICU. Emergency. Doctors ran past me. Nurses grabbed equipment. I followed them. My heart beat fast. They brought a woman into the room. She lay very still. Her eyes were closed. Machines surrounded her bed. The doctors worked quickly. Deep coma, someone said. I looked at the woman's face. She was old, maybe 60 or 70. Her skin was pale, very pale. A man stood by the door. He watched everything. His face was white with fear. I knew that face. My breath stopped. It was him. The man from Christmas Eve. The man with the cold cocoa. Our eyes met. He recognized me too. You, he said softly. You, I said back. The doctor called my name. Hannah, we need you here. I had to work. I pushed my surprise away. I helped the doctors. We connected tubes. We checked her breathing. We gave her medicine. The man watched us. His hands shook. After 30 minutes, the woman was stable. She breathed through a machine, but she did not wake up. The doctor turned to the man. She will stay in the ICU. We will watch her closely. The man nodded. He could not speak. The doctor left. Other nurses left too. Only I stayed. I checked the machines one more time. Hannah, the man said. I looked at him. That is my name. Yes, I am Eli, he said. So now I knew. His name was Eli. Your mother? I asked. He nodded. Yes, my mother. I will take care of her, I said. His voice broke. I became the primary nurse for his mother. I checked on her every hour. I wrote notes. I gave medicine on time. Eli stayed in the room. He sat in a chair by her bed. He held her hand. Sometimes he talked to her. Sometimes he just sat quietly. I brought him water. I brought him food. He barely ate. On my break, I went to the computer. I needed to read the mother's medical records. I needed to know her history. I opened the file. I read slowly. Name: Margaret Hayes. Age: 68. Admitted from another hospital. I scrolled down. I looked for the previous doctor's notes. Then I saw it. The name on the screen, Dr. Julian Thorne. My hands went cold. The room started to spin. I could not breathe. That name, that terrible name. Memories came back, fast and sharp, like knives. 5 years ago, my little sister Mia, she was only 23. She got sick. She had a fever. She felt tired. She could not breathe well. We took her to this hospital, this same hospital. Dr. Thorne examined her. He said it was just the flu, a small sickness, nothing serious. Go home, he said. Rest. Drink water. You will be fine. But Mia got worse. Much worse. 3 days later, she died. The real sickness was myocarditis. Her heart was infected. She needed special medicine. She needed hospital care. But Dr. Thorne did not see it. Or maybe he did not want to see it. The hospital said it was not their fault. They said Mia's death was unexpected. They said no one could have known, but I knew. They covered the truth. They hid the mistake. I never proved it. I had no power. I was just a nursing student then. I left that pain behind. Dr. Julian Thorne. I looked at Margaret's chart again. I read every line carefully. Something was wrong. The numbers did not match. The medicine doses looked strange. Some notes were missing. I saw the same pattern, the same mistakes, the same covering of truth. My heart pounded. My hands shook. I walked back to the ICU room. She lay so still, so helpless, just like Mia. Eli looked at me. What is wrong? I could not tell him. Not yet. I needed to be sure. But deep inside, I already knew this was happening again. That night, I could not sleep. I kept thinking about the chart, about the strange numbers, about Dr. Thorne's name. I decided to look deeper. I waited until midnight. The hospital was quiet. Most people slept. The night shift was slow. I logged into the system. I opened the digital archives. I searched for Margaret Hayes. All her files appeared. I read everything slowly. Lab results, surgery notes, medicine records. Then I found something strange. The blood test from December 20th showed bad numbers. Very bad. But the test from December 21st showed good numbers. Much better. That was impossible. Blood does not change that fast. I checked the dates again. I checked the times. Someone changed the files. Someone replaced the bad results with better ones. My hands shook. I kept reading. More tests. More changes. The pattern was clear. Margaret had surgery before she came here. Something went wrong during surgery. The records showed it, but someone tried to hide it. I printed the evidence. I hid the papers in my locker. Every night, I came back. I searched more files. I found more lies. This was big, bigger than I thought. During the day, I took care of Margaret. She still did not wake up. The machines kept her alive. Eli came every day. He stayed for hours, sometimes all night. We talked while I worked. Small conversations at first, then longer ones. How long have you been a nurse? He asked. 5 years, I said. Since I was 22. You are young, he said. Not so young anymore, I said. He smiled a little. It was nice to see him smile. We started eating dinner together, late at night, in the empty cafeteria. The food was not good, but the company was. "Tell me about your mother," I said one night. His face softened. "She was a teacher. She loved books. She loved helping people." "She sounds wonderful," I said. "She is wonderful," he said. "She will wake up. I know it." I wanted to believe him, but I saw the charts. I knew the truth was darker. We sat together often. Sometimes we did not talk. We just sat. The silence felt comfortable. Something grew between us, something warm, something I had not felt in a long time. I started to care about him more than I should. One night, he walked me to my car. The parking lot was dark and cold. "Thank you," he said, "for everything." "I am just doing my job," I said. "No," he said, "you are doing more, much more." My heart beat faster. "Hannah," he said softly. But then his phone rang. He stepped away. He answered quietly. I heard words, small pieces, "Lawyer, evidence, we need more time." He turned his back to me. He did not want me to hear. I felt something cold in my chest. Suspicion. Doubt. This happened again the next night. And the night after. Secret phone calls, whispered conversations. Who was he really? What did he want? I decided to investigate, not just the files, but Eli, too. One afternoon, I had a break. I went to Dr. Thorne's office. He was in surgery. The office was empty. I should not have gone in, but I did. I looked at his desk. Papers everywhere. Files stacked high. I checked the trash can. It was full of shredded paper. I pulled out the pieces, thin strips, white and blue. I took them. I hid them in my pocket. I spread the pieces on my table. I tried to put them together like a puzzle. It took hours. My eyes hurt. My back hurt. But slowly, words appeared. Patient. Margaret Hayes. Surgical error. Cover recommended. And at the bottom, a signature. Dr. Julian Thorne. This was the original report, the real one, before they changed everything. I sat back. My mind raced. How did I find this? The trash was cleaned every day. This paper was fresh, new. Someone shredded it recently, today, maybe yesterday. Then another thought came. A terrible thought. I found this too easily. The timing was too perfect. The Christmas meeting. Eli sitting alone, right where I would see him. His mother coming here, to this hospital. This specific ICU. The shredded paper. In the trash, waiting for me. Nothing felt like coincidence anymore. I looked at Eli's number on my phone. I wanted to call him. I wanted to ask. But I was afraid. Afraid of the answer. Was Eli using me? Did he plan this from the start? Or was I just paranoid? I did not know. I could not trust my own mind anymore. Outside, snow started to fall again, just like Christmas Eve. But this time, the snow felt different, cold, heavy, like a warning. The next day, I went to the hospital early. I needed to see Eli. I needed answers. I found him in Margaret's room. He sat beside her bed. His laptop was open on his knees. "Good morning," I said. He looked up. "Hannah." "Hi, can we talk?" I asked. "Of course," he said. His phone rang. He stood up quickly. "I need to take this." "1 minute." He walked into the hallway. He left his laptop on the chair. I should not have looked, but I did. The screen was still on. I saw folders, many folders. One folder caught my eye. Mia Case, 2019. My heart stopped. My sister's name. On his computer, I clicked it. Files opened. Documents, photos, medical records. My hands shook. I kept reading. Eli Hayes, independent investigator, medical malpractice specialist. There were reports, legal papers, evidence against Dr. Thorne, and there was a file about me. My name, my schedule, my sister's death. Everything was planned. Everything. I heard footsteps. Eli came back. He saw me at his laptop. His face went white. "Hannah, why do you have files about Mia?" He closed his eyes. "I can explain." "Explain now," I said. "I am an investigator. I work on medical cases, bad doctors, hospital mistakes." "And my sister?" I asked. "I know what happened to her," he said. "Dr. Thorne killed her through his mistake." Tears filled my eyes. "How long have you known?" 2 years, he said quietly. 2 years? I stepped back. "You knew about me for 2 years?" He nodded. "I have been building a case against Thorne, against this hospital." My mind raced. Christmas Eve. That was not real. Was it? He looked at the floor. No, it was planned. The words hit me like a punch. I could not breathe. "You sat there, on that bench. You waited for me." "Yes," he said. The cold cocoa, the sad eyes, all of it was fake. "Hannah, please, you used me," I shouted. Tears ran down my face. "You needed access to the files. You needed someone inside the hospital." "Yes," he admitted, "at first." "That night meant something to me," I said. My voice broke. "I thought I found someone who understood, someone who cared." "I do care," he said. He stepped closer. "Do not touch me," I said. He stopped. His eyes were wet too. "It started as a plan," he said. "I needed your help. I needed the secure files. You were the only nurse with access. So you manipulated me," I said. "Yes," he said, "in the beginning. But Hannah, listen, my feelings changed." "I do not believe you," I said. "It is true," he said. His voice shook. "I came here for a case, for evidence. But then I met you, really met you. You lied to me every single day," I said. "I know," he said, "and I am sorry. So sorry." "Sorry does not fix this," I said. "I know what Thorne did to Mia," he said. "I want justice for her, just like I want it for my mother." "Your mother," I said slowly, "is she even sick? Or is that part of the plan too? His face changed. Pain crossed it. She is really sick. That part is true. Thorn hurt her too. I did not know what to believe anymore. You made me fall for you, I whispered. You made me trust you. I fell too, he said. I swear. My feelings are real now. Now? I laughed bitterly. But not before. Not on Christmas Eve. He could not answer, because the answer was no. My phone buzzed. A message from hospital security. Report to the security office. Immediately, my stomach dropped. What is wrong? Eli asked. I looked at him. They know. Someone told them about the files. His face went pale. Hannah. Did you report me? I asked. No, never, he said. Then who? I asked, but I already knew. Someone saw me. Someone watched me search the archives. I walked to the door. Eli followed me. Hannah, wait, let me help. You helped enough, I said. I did not look at him. I went to the security office. 2 men waited there, and the hospital director. Sit down, Hannah, the director said. I sat. My legs shook. We have evidence, he said. You accessed confidential files. You printed restricted documents. I said nothing. You violated hospital policy, he continued. We have no choice. He pushed a paper across the desk. Effective immediately. Turn in your badge. The world went dark around me. Everything I worked for, gone. I gave them my badge. I walked out. My feet moved, but I did not feel them. Come. Eli waited in the hallway. Hannah, I walked past him. I did not stop. I heard him call my name, but I kept walking. Out of the hospital, into the cold. I lost everything. My job, my trust, my heart. All because I believed in someone on Christmas Eve. 1 year passed. Many things happened in that year. Big things. Terrible things. Important things. The lawsuit exploded. Newspapers wrote about it. Television showed it. Everyone talked about Dr. Thorn. Eli had enough evidence. All those files I printed, all those secret records, they proved everything. Dr. Thorn lost his medical license. He could never practice medicine again. The hospital paid money, millions of dollars, to Margaret, to other families, to me. My sister's name was cleared, finally. After 5 years, the hospital admitted their mistake. They apologized publicly. But apologies did not bring Mia back. I left nursing. I could not do it anymore. Every hospital reminded me of pain, of lies, of loss. I moved to a small apartment. I worked at a bookstore, quiet, simple, safe. I did not see Eli. Not once. He tried to call. I never answered. He sent letters. I never opened them. I needed distance. I needed to heal alone. But healing took time, so much time. December came again. The city filled with lights and music. People shopped for gifts. Families planned dinners. I felt empty inside, hollow. I did not know why. I just felt pulled somewhere. I put on my coat. I walked outside. Snow fell softly. Even though my mind did not decide, I walked to the old hospital, the place where everything happened, where everything broke. I stood at the gate. I looked up at the building. So many windows, so many lights, so many memories. The snow fell on my hair, on my shoulders, cold and gentle. Hannah. I turned around. My heart jumped. Eli stood there, 10 feet away, maybe less. He looked different. Older, thinner. Tired lines marked his face. His eyes looked sadder, much sadder than before. He did not smile. He did not apologize. He just stood there. I saw everything in his eyes, the lies, the pain, the long nights we shared, the betrayal, the truth. I hated him. Part of me still hated him. But part of me understood. He lost his mother too. Margaret died 3 months after I left. The damage was too deep. Even justice came too late for her. We both fought the same war, against the same enemy. We both lost people we loved. I did not think you would come here, I said finally. I come every Christmas Eve, he said. I stand here. I remember. Remember what? I asked. The night we met, he said, when I was still pretending. Before everything got complicated. You mean before I found out the truth? I said. Yes, he said. The snow fell between us, white flakes dancing down. I read about the settlement, I said, about your mother. I am sorry I lied to you, he said quietly. You said that before, I said. I know, he said. Words are not enough. They never will be. I looked at him, really looked at him. He was broken. Just like me. The war destroyed us both. Did you love me? I asked. Even a little bit? He closed his eyes. Yes, more than I should have. But not enough to tell the truth, I said. No, he admitted. Not enough for that. Honest. At least he was honest now. I cleared Mia's name, I said. Because of your evidence. It was your courage, he said. You took the risk, not me. We both did, I said. He nodded slowly. Silence filled the space between us. Heavy silence, full of everything we could not say. Then Eli did something. He opened his arms. Not all the way, just a little. An invitation, not a demand. He did not move closer. He just waited. I looked at those arms, the arms that held me during late-night dinners, the arms that belonged to a liar, and also to someone who understood loss. I took a step forward, then another. I walked into his arms. Slowly, carefully. He wrapped them around me. Not tight, just gentle. Like holding something fragile, I put my head on his chest. I heard his heartbeat, fast and uncertain. We stood like that, in the falling snow, outside the hospital where we met, where everything started, where everything fell apart. I did not forgive him, not completely. Maybe I never would, but I was tired. Tired of being alone with my pain. He was tired too. I felt it in the way he held me, like someone who walked too far, who carried too much, who needed to rest. We hugged in silence. The snow covered the past. The war was over, but the scars remained. No words came, no promises, no talk of tomorrow, Just two broken people holding each other in the cold, under the white sky. For now, that was enough. This story may be over, but your English can grow a little more every day. If this video helped you, please support me by pressing like. That one click sends this story to more learners who might need it. Share it with someone you want to comfort or encourage. And please subscribe to Kavico English Storytime so you can join our quiet reading corner on YouTube. Turn on the bell, sit down with a cup of tea, and meet me again in the next story. Thank you for staying until the end.